Good evening. This is your friendly Dungeon Master Bilbo here, and I'm very excited actually to go over what I just got in the mail here today. This is from Arcknight, and it's actually a perfect time here that I got this because they are actually on their final week of their next Kickstarter here. So I wanted to review what I have here in front of you on the board, talk about their products here, and I am just once again making sure that I'm coming through live on Twitch. I'm recording here, except I guess I'm on mute here on my computer. Okay, cool. It's working. So I'm up on Twitch now, running live. But really, once again, this is really for me to record for YouTube. It's just the way we go through on my site, how I have it set up here on OBS. It's funny. I know a ton about technology with phones, but when it comes to streaming, I'm still learning. So let's talk about what is before you, and I'm going to kind of go through a whole slew of cool spells. So these are the 5th edition spells that Arcknight put out, and it's $40 for 4 pages, and I will show you a whole page here. Just making sure. So this here is a whole page of spells, and just to kind of show out here on the board. So this is the only page that I haven't cut out yet. I'm actually having to go back to work tonight to do some technology with our phones. So I've cut up some. I have some more to cut up. But let me kind of go through what's here and what I think is really cool. As I said, I've purchased a couple things from Arcknight in the past. I've done some wagons, and the app actually has some little rowboats as well. But we use miniatures all the time. I've been using miniatures since I started playing Dungeons and Dragons when I was 10. Maybe a little later, maybe at 11, maybe at Christmas time when my mom bought me figures. My first group of players before I started DMing, we didn't use miniatures, we just used dice or coins. But living right down the street from a gaming store, and where they were, we're talking 1977. Dave Arneson was playing, right out of the same shop that I was going to as a kid. And they played Napoleonic Wars and stuff like that. But that's where I started getting involved with miniatures right off the bat. And so let's really talk here about what I got. So I got 4 pages of spells, and we're talking tons of spells. So first here, what we have here on the map here is Cone of Cold. And then I also have over here Burning Hands. So it's pretty cool, so you can put it down, even underneath the figures, and so that you can have it lay. Or really, you can just put it over the figures here. In fact, let me do this. So here is a fireball. So we just drop the fireball right down on the group. Now we know who's in the fireball, who's not in the fireball. And as well, you can move the figures around. So what's also cool, and I'm going to kind of go through a bunch of these because I just want to show you the amount of spells you get. And we're talking a ton of spells. You're really getting your money's worth here now for this product. So here is the fireball. So sorry about the reflection, but the cool thing is on here, so it goes with fireball, and so it has 8d6 fire, dex save for half, 150-foot range. So it's telling you the basics of the spell, 20-foot radius, of course. Then it also has Storm Sphere. So area is difficult terrain, strength save for 2d6 bludgeoning damage each turn, bonus Range spell attack 46. Lightning. Advantage if target is inside sphere, 150 foot range. So it's giving you the basics of the spell. So even if your players, which I'm sure my players are going to have, you can easily, they have their spells. You could easily give this to those players, and so when they cast a spell, they can just throw it out there. So in a sense, here we go. With the cone of cold, I'm just going to take that off. But yep, they just throw it on the, fireball on the map, and there you go. You have it right there. And so, just like I said, here's the cone of cold here, which is really cool. So here goes cone of cold, 8d8 cold, con, save versus half. Anything killed becomes frozen solid. So anything that dies in this wonderful 60-foot cone of cold is basically frozen. So that's pretty cool there. So we even have some 60 feet range spells here. So this here is actually a wall of fire. So 5d8 fire, dex for half, 60 foot long, 20 feet high, 1 foot thick, 120 foot range. So it's pretty cool. So you just, if you're casting a wall of fire here, let's just say right there, goes right through the group. So right here. So there you go. Now there's a wall of fire out there. Pretty easy to put out there. No drawing anything, no mess. Here we have the burning hands, which is pretty cool. So we have the burning hand spell. And once again here, so 15-foot cone, burning hands, 3d6 fire, dex for half. So, I mean, just really quick looking stuff up, throw it on the board. We have here, this here is a 10-foot cube, and this is the grease spell. Difficult terrain, dex save, or fall prone. So, boom, there goes the grease spell right there on the ground. So there is a spell there. Here, our next one here is we have web, 60-foot range, concentration, 1 hour, difficult terrain, each turn, dex save, or restrained until break free. Restrained, speed is 0, attack, and dex save. So you got all that right there. So pretty cool little web spell, right? He's got the little web design. So I mean, there's detail too. It's just not, it's definitely cool for effects for the game. So you throw that there. Now we have some big boys. So of course, this long bad boy is the lightning bolt. So here we go. 8d6 lightning, dex save for half. And so 100 feet, 5 inches. So, here we go. If Vega over here casts a lightning bolt, this is going to be able to say, oh, yep, I can get those two, right there in that lightning bolt. So, yeah, pretty cool. I will go through, quite a few more spells. As I said here, I just want to show you this here is a measure stick, and sorry for the glare, like I said, I'll put this out here, but I just kind of want to read this through here. So this is pretty cool. So here it has 10 feet poison spray. You have 20 feet your bright light. You have 30 feet, you have your haste, your misty step, charm person, witch bolt, blindness, deafness. So it's basically giving you your range of your spells. 40 feet dim light. So really, in a sense too, okay, well, this is in the sense of how far our characters are going to see, and he has 50 feet on here. At 60 feet, you have your counter spell, your feather fall, polymorph, shatter, ice knife, and then you have your 70 feet, and then your 80 feet. And so you have there, and and it doesn't go further, but it tells you the ranges of stuff. So 90 feet sleep, 90 feet acid arrow, 90 feet chromatic orb, 120 feet magic missile, 120 feet scorching ray, 120 feet firebolt, 120 feet dispel magic. So you have all that right on here, just as a measuring stick here for your players or for the DM to quick reference, and in the sense, okay, I want to, I'm going to cast haste, so on somebody or charm person. Oh, you got to be with that 30 feet. There's that range there for you. So pretty cool. We have some quick little lines spells here as well. So this one here we have here is Rave of Enfeeblement. Once again, it gives you the whole breakdown of the spell, 60 feet, 1 foot wide. So pretty cool. You just throw that out there on the board. You also have here Sunbeam. Once again, it gives you the details. Concentration 1 minute. The radiant damage 60 feet long here. You have Disintegrate, the nasty spell here. You never want to see that come out in the game. You have that. You have here, this here is the Ray of Frost. So pretty cool. Once again, gives all the details on the spell. Next here, we have, this here is the Gust of Wind. So, kind of just the breakdown. I haven't taken out the white backing on some of these. Like I said, I'm kind of on a time crunch here today with work. And then we get into some other spells, like even little quick counter spells that you can, just spells that you can put right with your counters or on the board. So these are 3 mirror images that you have. I'll just go through. I just want to show you guys, really the value you get in your money. But you have Blur, you have Shield, you have Witch Bolt down here, you have Fire Shield, you have Hideous Laughter, Fear, Fly. You have here is your color spray. That's pretty cool. Throw that on the board, kind of really see, the variety of their colors there. You have Charmed. It looks like a little heart. And then I cut these out because I know these come into play in my game with Vega. She, right there, she loves to charm people. And then you have Invisible out here as well. So pretty cool. Yep, thanks for watching. I'm just kind of showing everything out here. You have Feeble Mind, which is cool. This here is, what do we got here? So this here is a 15-foot cube Thunder Wave. So pretty cool. I throw that out there. I'm going to take some of this back so you can see some of the newer pieces I'm throwing on here. You also have here another Wall of Fire, but it's a circle. So you can put that out there on the board. You have your Wall of Fire. You have Expeditious Retreat. You have Slow. Like I said, a whole variety here. This here is a 10-foot radius sphere. You can just throw out there. Like I said, a bunch of different spells. You have your familiars, which is pretty cool. Little familiar things, you bring them out. Like I said, we use figures, so we have plenty of familiars. But as you can see, just put these out here. A ton of different just kind of reactionary spells. I cut out some others that I haven't put down yet, but so this one here has a couple spells on here. So one, you have your sleep. So if even there's a couple other spells going on, because this here is another 20-foot radius circled. So just like your big old fireball here, but this here has the sleep spell on it. It has a fireball once again. It also has ice storm. So all the effects right here on this. Also. Cut out here, this is Tidal Wave, so pretty cool. And then we have here, this here is the anti-magic, and it also has Globe of Invulnerability on here. So both spells, and like I said, it goes through all the effects. It's very useful if you use miniatures in your game. These are just great little add-on aids to your game and for your players. Like I said, I haven't taken all these off, but here we have Fog Cloud on here. You know, gives the range. The Nasty Cloud Kill spell on here. You have Stinking Cloud. So it has 3 of the different spells at the radius here of the 20-foot radius once again that you can throw out there into the game. And like I said, here's the page I haven't cut out yet since I got to go back to work. But the spells on here, because I haven't looked at this sheet yet, is you have Sunburst here. You have Sleet Storm, which is cool. You have Darkness, which is really nice. So you have the Darkness spell right here in the corner, which is a 15-foot radius, of course. Then you have also the Meteor Swarm right on here in this corner. And then a couple other more reactionary spells. You have Magic Weapon, which is kind of cool. Your Mage Armor, so if you put that on your True Strike. What else do we have in the corner here? Polymorph and Levitate. So those are all the spells. So, I mean, I think you get the majority of your wizard spells here. And maybe, you know, maybe they'll put out Cleric next. But at least you have you have a lot of radius circles and lines of sight that you can use even for your clerical spells that you might have out in the game. So, what is Arcknight doing now? So right now, they have a week left, and they have. So if you go out to Arcknight.com, and you can go out to their pledge site, and so they are on or just even go to Kickstarter.com. Really, that's what you really want to do. Go to Kickstarter.com. And then search for Arcknight, and it'll come up here. So they have 7 days left. They've raised $26,500. Their goal is $30,000. I hope they make that. I'm sure they will. They've hit, I know, at least one of their stretch goals. So what do you get? So there's 5 different sets of right now, 5 packs unlocked. They have Pirates, Dragonborn, Demon Blood, Spacefarers, and Cyberpunks. And you can go out, like I said, on Kickstarter and look at this. I like what they've done. So for me, I'm backing this. And the estimated delivery, of course, is, you know, anything with Kickstarter you're doing, you're getting the product much later. But they estimate December of 2017 anywhere in the world. And so $30 gets you any 1 pack. However, they made their milestone, so you get 2 packs. $80 you get any 3 packs. However, if you and I'm not going to go through each one of these, the different backings here. But the $60 pledge, get any 2 packs of plastic miniatures, but it does not include stretch goals. If number 1 is reached, you get 3 packs. So they reached their first stretch goal. So if you do $60, you can get 3 packs. That's personally what I'm doing. I'm backing them for $60, so I'm actually going to get the Pirates, the Dragonborn, and the Demon Blood, because I just don't play anything space-wise or cyberpunk-wise, but definitely Pirates. I would have just got the Pirates and then got a second one. I did it 2. If I would have done $30, and maybe this is. So if you're out there and it's like, well, $60 is too much, but $30, I'll tell you, is worth it, because you would get 2 packs. You get like Pirates and Dragonborn, or Dragonborn and Demon Blood, depending on what you want as a DM in your game. The Pirates for me, I'm going to start a new campaign and maybe at that time of year, 2000 December 2017, might be able to do some sort of adventure with some pirates. And then Dragonborn, there isn't that many good Dragonborn figures out there, so I really kind of want that as well. There's some really good demon figures out there, but I'm like, well, I'm gonna get the two. I'll get that third one for free, so it's pretty cool. Um, like I said, I've supported their products that I've got their wagons, and I've got some terrain features that I use in my games already, and I definitely recommend looking at what they have. Just even if you're not interested in Kickstarter, they have some pretty cool things that you can add into your game. These overlays, some maps that you can use right in your game at any time. So I just wanted to share that. I was pretty excited. I'm really glad that I actually got this before Saturday. Saturday's game with what you see here out on our board. Uh, the Grey Guardians are in the midst of a fight here, and we very well might have some of these spells come into effect Saturday evening. So if you're free Saturday night, want to see some of these spells kind of come into effect in the game, check us out, 7 p.m. Central Time. The World of Hearthron, I'll be DMing the Grey Guardians here as they're looking for a half or a cloud giant that's a child, so a teenager. So it should be pretty interesting to see how that goes. I'm going to go ahead and sign out here. This is your Dungeon Master Bilbo, World of Hearthron. Remember, it's cool to be a geek. Pass it on. Good night, and hopefully I'll see some of you on Saturday. Bye.